Well, a recent poll, more than half of people surveyed didn't know if it was better to have high or low triglycerides. Many people know cholesterol levels are connected to heart health, but it's triglycerides that are being labeled the forgotten fat. Here to tell us more about the importance of triglycerides in this new survey is Dr. Elliot Brinton. He's the director of atherometabolic research at the Utah Foundation for Biomedical Research and president of the Utah Lipid Center. Good morning, doctor.
Good morning, Tiffany. Great to be with you.
Thank you. Before we get to the results of the survey and knowing if it is good or bad to have high triglycerides, what exactly was the importance of doing this survey through Public Mind, which I know is an independent research center there in New Jersey?
Well, it was important because, we had the notion that we weren't paying attention to triglycerides. I don't think we realized exactly how far away we were from understanding this. I mean, to me, to see that 77% of those surveyed didn't know what triglycerides were. I mean, if we don't know what something is, how can we deal with it? As you mentioned, more than half didn't know if they were bad or good. It turns out only 2% of those surveyed even knew that a particular component of omega-3 called DHA it'll lower triglycerides, but can actually raise the bad cholesterol. Only 2% of the people knew that.
So there's this connection here that we need to be careful of. And as we kind of break it down, first break down what are triglycerides and why is it dangerous to have high triglyceride levels? It's hard to say.
Yeah. Okay, well, high triglyceride is bad because it is associated with adverse outcomes as far as cardiovascular health is concerned. It's also associated with something we call pancreatitis. Now, pancreatitis, if you think about that, that would be inflammation of the pancreas. It's associated with excruciating abdominal pain, deep abdominal pain, so bad you have to go to the hospital. You stay several days in the hospital. You actually have a chance of dying because the pancreas is so red hot. That's not a good thing. These are all related to triglyceride levels.
Okay, so what factors cause it and predispose us for high levels?
Well, there are some genetic causes, but we can't treat those. So let's focus on the environmental ones. And we have, first and foremost, is probably just being fat in the middle. So central body fat. Also very important is dietary sugar. If we eat too much sugar, that drives up our triglycerides. Eating fat, of course, that will raise it as well. Alcohol, you may be surprised, and some patients will raise triglycerides as well. And then a lack of exercise, lack of physical activity. Skeletal muscle is supposed to burn fat. It'll burn triglycerides if we give it a chance, but the only way it has a chance is if we're using those muscles. So exercise, diet, very, very important for triglyceride levels.
Well, let's address now that omega-3 component, because not all are created equal, is kind of what I heard you saying earlier.
That is true. We have two major omega-3s, and that's EPA and DHA. Those both come from fish. There's another type of omega-3 called alpha-linolenic acid, comes from flaxseed. That doesn't work at all for triglycerides, so we don't need that. We do need a little bit of omega-3 in our body, in our diet. EPA and DHA, we need a little, but that is something we can get very easily with a serving of fish once or twice a week. Only the people that can't or won't eat fat should have this omega-3 supplement. Now, a lot of people think, well, that's a great way to lower my triglycerides, but not true. The FDA doesn't want us taking more than 2 of those a day, and without more than 2 a day, we're not going to get hardly any benefit of triglyceride. In fact, they're not meant to lower triglycerides. So going to the grocery store to get that omega-3 and trying to lower our triglycerides, that's not going to cut it. We need to, first of all, know what our triglyceride levels are, get the fasting lipid panel, and then we should sit down with our doctor, because only with a prescription omega-3 or perhaps with a prescription for a fibrate, that's another class of drug, works very effectively for triglycerides. Sometimes we'll use a statin or even niacin for triglycerides, but only with the doctor can we get the prescription medications that are needed when diet and lifestyle fail.
So what you mentioned is we should ask our doctor for a fasting lipid panel. That's the name of the test that we need to request from our doctor, correct?
Yes.
All right. I think this is going to help.
It's just a blood test.
All right. I think it'll help a lot of us be a lot more healthy. So I truly appreciate your information, Dr. Brinton.
One last thing, if I may, there's a brand new website out. It's called Lower My Trigs, Trigs, lowermytrigs.com, We've got the results from the survey or the poll. We've got information about triglycerides. Let's get ready and then sit down and talk with our doctors. Thank you.
Wonderful. Yeah, helping us all live a little longer. Thank you for being here in the Morning Blend.
Thank you.
And again, for more information, you can visit the website the doctor mentioned. It's lowermytrigs.com.